This Forbes article talks about Nissan and Carlos Ghosn pitfalls of cross-cultural leadership. So first of all, Carlos Ghosn is a Brazilian-born French businessman. He formerly served as the CEO of Michelin North America. He is chairman and CEO of Renault, chairman of Avtobus, chairman and CEO of Nissan, and chairman of Mitsubishi Motors. So he is a really controversial businessman because earlier this year he was arrested for the fourth time, attempting charges of using Nissan funds for his personal benefit. So even before these scandals, he was a really known businessman because mainly for two things. He succeeded in bringing Nissan back of near bankruptcy, and now Nissan is a really powerful enterprise and company in the world, and also because his type of leadership, the way he is a leader is different, and like for example, Japanese culture, and the type of leaders or businessmen they have like a really low profile, and they don't show off like a lot of their accomplishments. So they try to be like really calm and don't have a lot of reflectors on them when it comes to that. And Carlos Ghosn is like really different. He attended the World Economic Forum to give like speeches, and he recently married in Versailles. And so he's really different. He's a leader that thinks outside of the box, and he's not afraid of making business across the world or across seas or countries. So we believe this is why he is a really important businessman in the world. So first of all is the need for adaptability. This is really important in cross-cultural leaders because it means they have to think outside of the box. They have to be open in new options of commerce. I mean, like different places where the company can be, adapt their product to different communities so their company can grow worldwide. So one of the phrases the magazine uses is that the way that they've been successful in their own home market will work the same way in other countries. So they have to be hopeful and have a good mentality in extending their company to other countries. So some of the tips are to observe the practices of local leaders in other cities, explaining alternative management styles, and adopting new strategies that will motivate and mobilize groups who follow in different ways from people back home where the company is from. So this is a really important characteristic cross-cultural leaders should have so their company can expand worldwide.
Now I'm going to talk about another characteristic about leaders, which is curiosity. And curiosity is very important in leadership since it comes often accompanied by humility and the avoidance of ethnocentrism. And cross-cultural leaders must have an intense interest in the lives and cultures of others, as well as the idea that culture and background are not inherently superior. And the way that they can apply this curiosity is by considering where they and their international colleagues lie, such as in a formal or informal way, or an expressive or reserved, among others. It's also important to not completely take culture out of the picture, since when you're interacting without considering culture, you will start seeing the people you're dealing with through your cultural lens, and you will start judging or misjudging them through your cultural lens, obviously. And also, leaders must remember that individuals are are unique, and that culture is just an aspect in their personality. So leaders must be interested in knowing uh, the individuals they're dealing with in a personal manner. The essence of exceptional team leadership, especially cross-cultural, is recognizing what we all have in common. That human motivation comes from finding the purpose that matters, developing competencies that create confidence, and having the freedom to demonstrate that we can make a difference. An example of overlooking culture is a co-founder of a business was going to Japan, so as an involved leader, he tried to know about the culture and learn the language. But once he got there and tried to work in the project he was having, the project wasn't going really well, and it was because he didn't cared about personal, the personally about the teamwork he was working with. So once he noticed that mistake he was doing, he chose to solve that problem, and then the project started to go well. And as a conclusion, it can be said that leaders are very important for the world to work the way it works, but it's very important to have good leaders so that they can be considerate, curious, humble, and adaptable. So they should be focused not only in leading the team, but also being involved with the team. And in order for them to just not judge only by stereotypes the people they interact with.
So, in conclusion, I believe that these are really good characteristics. He is a really good businessman. I mean, not because of using his company funds for his personal benefit, but the way he thinks, the way he tries to expand his company to other places so it can be bigger and better is a really great way to think. So I believe he's a great businessman, a great leader, and a lot of people should follow his example in going for it, not staying in your comfort zone, but looking for different options and different places where you can grow